Okay, children. Good afternoon. So today we are going to start with the new topic in determinants. The next topic in the determinants is solving simultaneous linear equations. Okay, write the heading. Solutions of linear equations. Solutions of linear equations. That is, okay, the same thing only we call it a simultaneous linear equations. Okay. Solving linear equations or simultaneous linear equations. Both are same. Okay. So sometimes in question paper, it will be given simultaneous linear equations or linear equations. Solving solution of linear equations by determinants, by using determinants. By using determinants. Hope you are having the textbooks with you, isn't it? So, now listen, children. So first we are going to learn the general form of the simultaneous linear equation. What is the general form? The general form of the simultaneous linear equation is a1x plus b1y plus c1z equal to d1. So here we consider with three variables. Okay, it can be extended to n variable. Here we consider only with three variables. a1x plus b1y plus c1z is equal to d1. a2x plus b2y plus c2z is equal to d2. a3x plus b3y plus c3z is equal to d3, where all these a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, a3, b3, c3, d1, d2, d3 are real numbers. These are all real numbers. And x, y, z are the unknowns. X, y, z are the unknowns. Okay, here x, y, z are the unknowns. So such a equation only we call it as simultaneous linear equations. Okay, all the coefficients ai, bi, ci and di are all real numbers, and x, y, z are the unknowns. X, y, z are unknowns. So this one we call it as general form of simultaneous linear equations in three variables. Simultaneous linear equations in three variables. Which are the three variables? X, Y, and Z are the three variables. X, Y, Z are the three variables. Now, okay, now the simultaneous linear equation, we are going to split it as two types. Okay, it is homogeneous and non-homogeneous. Homogeneous, and next one is non-homogeneous. A system, okay, a system of homogeneous linear equations or non-homogeneous linear equations. Suppose we are given a simultaneous linear equation. If the constants d1, d2 and d3, the constants d1, d2, d3 are 0, then it is said to be homogeneous equation. Okay, if d1, d2, d3 are 0, then it is said to be homogeneous equations. Okay, otherwise, that means if the d1, d2, d3 are not, okay, are non-zero, then we can say it is called non-homogeneous. If d1, d2, d3 is 0, then we call it as homogeneous equation. If d1, d2, d3 is 0, it is called homogeneous equation. Otherwise, it is called non-homogeneous. Now, what about solution? Okay, you can listen. Okay, you can write afterwards. First, listen, children. This part and all we have learned in our 10th standard last year, and in second chapter, that is not second, third chapter, solving simultaneous linear equations. There also we have learned. What is meant by solution of a linear equation? What is meant by solution? What is meant by solution?
It should satisfy the equation.
It is the value of the variables x, y, and z, isn't it? Which should satisfy the equation. Okay, correct, Aishwarya. It is the values. It are the okay. The solution means it is the values of the variables x, y, and z which will satisfy the equation. Okay, what is meant by consistent? Consistent. When will you say the given system of equations as consistent? Yes, recall it. When will you say given system of equations as consistent? Yes, Karthik?
I don't remember, ma'am.
Yes. Aditya?
Ma'am, it has the solution.
Yes, yes. If it has a solution, if the given system of equation has a solution, then we call it is consistent. Okay? If it has a solution, then we say it is consistent. If there is no solution, then we call it is inconsistent. Okay? So write down these 2 points. Consistent and inconsistent. Consistent and inconsistent. Consistent and inconsistent. So, a system of linear equation. A system of linear equation which has one or more solution is said to be consistent. A system of linear equation is said to be consistent if it has one or more solution. Okay, if one or more solution is there, means it is said to be consistent. So what will be what is meant by inconsistent? Inconsistent means the given system of equation has no solution.
No solution.
The given system of equation has no solution, means we call it as inconsistent. Okay, again, this consistent equations, listen children, consistent means one or more solution is there. Okay, solution is there. If solution is present means we call it is consistent. Okay, if there is only one solution, if there is only one solution, we say that, okay, only one solution means, in other words, we call it as unique solution. If there is unique solution, the solution we call it as independent solution. Only one solution is there, means we call that solution to be independent. If there is unique solution, then the system is said to be consistent and independent. Only one solution is there, means we call it as independent. The system of equations, okay, not the solutions, equations are said to be independent. Now consistent, but it has infinite solution. Many solutions are there, means it is consistent, but in that case, we say the equations are dependent. Equations are said to be dependent. Okay, consistent means solution is there. Now look at the number of solution. If there is only one solution, unique solution, then the given system of equations are said to be independent. If there is infinite solution, and then we say that it is dependent. The equations are said to be dependent. And if there is no solution, no solution means we call this as If there is no solution, then we call this as
Inconsistent.
inconsistent. Up to this, is it okay? So here, we are going to learn two methods for solving the equations. Okay, we are going to learn two methods for solving the equations. Okay, the first one is by using determinant method. Second one is by row deduction method. Okay, so today we will be learning first method we are going to learn. Okay, two methods are there for you. Okay, we will be learning the first method today. Write the heading. Finding solution of linear equations. Finding the solutions of linear equations. First, we can learn one problem. We can solve one problem. After that, we can learn the definitions and all. Okay. First, we can learn how to solve it. After that, we can do. Okay, we can move on to the definitions. Write the question. First one. Solve the following system of equations. Solve the following system of equations by Cramer's rule. It is called Cramer's rule. Cramer's rule. Okay. Solve the following system of equations using Cramer's rule. Okay. So look, first equation is given like this. Write the question. 6x plus y minus 3z minus 5 is 0. X plus 3y minus 2z minus 5 is 0. 2x plus y plus 4z minus 8 is equal to 0. Solve the system of equations by Cramer's rule. Okay, this method only we call it as Cramer's method or determinant method. Both are same. Okay, Cramer's rule or determinant method. We use the determinant and we find out. Okay. So, okay. And this time, children, as you have MCQ, okay, we don't know how the question will be because the method and all they can't specify. The question will be solve it and you have to plot the option only, isn't it? Okay.
So we have to show the solution also.
Yes, Shubham.
We have to show the solution also.
What he's saying, children? We can answer such questions. Okay. Sometimes they will give the method and they'll ask which method is used here for solving the system of equations means. You should know that method, then only you can answer it. Is it clear, Shubham? This time for the first term, it is MCQ. So whenever we are asked to solve the system of equations, first try to write the given system of equation in general form. What is the general form? A1x plus B1y plus C1z equal to D1, isn't it? So first write in general form. Suppose some terms are missing means replace it with 0. Suppose y term is not there means we can write it as 0y. Suppose z term is not there means we can replace it with 0z. So first write in general form. So when we write this in general form, we get 6x plus y minus 3z equal to 5. Next one is x plus 3y minus 2z equal to 5. 2x plus y plus 4z equal to 8. So first write the given system of equations in the general form. That is the first step. Okay. First write in general form. Now listen, children, don't write, first listen. Then I'm going to find out the determinant D. We are going to find D. What is D matrix? D is only the coefficients you take. You take only the coefficients of x, y, z. So that is 6, 1 minus 3. 1, 3 minus 2. 2, 1, 4. We find the determinant of the coefficient. Okay, you take the coefficients and find the determinant value. Okay, take the coefficients and find the determinant value. So find out what is the value here, D. What is the value of D? What's the value of D? And you evaluate this determinant, what you will get? 6 into 12 plus 2, isn't it? Minus 1 into 4 plus 4. Minus 3 into 1 minus 6. So you will get 6 into 14 minus 1 into 8 minus 3 into minus 5. What is 6 into 14? Simplify and give the final value.
91.
91, yes, which is not equal to 0. First, you find determinant D. If it is not equal to 0 only, we will get equation. We'll be able to find the solution. If D is 0, okay, then it has no infinite solution. Okay, it has infinite solution. If D is not equal to 0, then what you can say? It has unique solution. The given equation has unique solution. Yeah, you can mention this one. D is not equal to 0. Therefore, the given equation has unique solution. It has unique solution. Now, how to find the solution? So, for finding the solution, listen, children. All of you, listen. I'm finding the determinants dx. I'm finding the determinant dy and dz. We have to find the determinants dx, dy, and dz. What is dx? Dx is determinant. Listen. In the determinant D, you remove the first one. X means these are the coefficients of X. These are coefficients of Y. These are coefficients of Z. So dx means what you will do, in this D determinant, you remove the X coefficients. Instead of this X coefficients, you write the constants there. What are the constants there? 5, 5, 8. Remaining 2 rows, 2 columns, it is same. Minus 3, minus 2, 4. What is dx? In the determinant, you remove the X coefficients. In the place of X coefficients, you write the constants. So first column we are removing and we write the constants there. 5, 5, 8. Second column and third column will be as such. So can you tell me what will be dy? What will be dy? Yes. What will be dy? Dy. Okay. Sometimes the notation they will use as d1, d2. Sometimes this is another notation they will use. What is dy? Instead of the second column, first column no change. Third column also no change in D. Instead of second column, that is, in order to find the second unknown y, remove the second column. In the place of second column, you write all the constants. 5, 5, 8. And what about dz? Dz, it is denoted as d3. D3 is determinant. Determinant. Okay. First two columns, no change. XY coefficients, it will not change. Instead of z coefficient, you replace the constant. 5, 5, 8. So find out what is dx, find what is dy, and what is dz. Calculate it and give the answer. What is dx, dy, dz? So what is dx or d1? Okay, dx, otherwise we'll denote it as d1. dy or d2, dz or d3, both are all equivalent, children. So in your question paper, sometimes d instead of dx, they will use the notation d1, d2. Okay, d1 means determinant got by removing the first variable. Okay, we remove the coefficients in the of the first variable, that is in the first column. Second one, for y coefficients are in the second column. What is dx, Karthik?
Ma'am is at 91.
91. Okay. So dx is 91. What about dy? Aparna, you calculated the dy?
Ma'am, is it 182?
182. Okay. Now dz. What is dz or d3? So it is D set. Aishwarya, you calculated D set. Aishwarya is not there. Shubham. Shubham, can you give D set? Aishwarya, okay. What's the value of D set, Aishwarya?
91.
91. Children, are you getting these values? Femina, dx, dy, dz, is it correct? 91, 182, 91. Aditya? What about Femina? Shubham? Shubham, you got the answer? 91, 182, and 91? Okay. So now listen, children. Our aim is to find the solution. So how will you find the solution? After finding dx, dy, dz, x is given by dx by d. Y is given by dy by d. And z is given by dz by d. D already we have calculated. So x is dx by x. So it is 91 by 91. So x will be equal to 1. Y is equal to 182 by 91. So y is equal to 2. And what about z? 91 by 91, we get z value as 1. So x is 1, y is 2, and z is 1. Is it okay, children? This method, is it okay? Okay, so just recall the steps, how we did this. What is the first step? First, write the given system of equations in general form. Okay, write the given system of equations in general form. Now, look at the equation. After writing in general form, you check whether it is homogeneous or non-homogeneous. Okay, what is meant by homogeneous equations? The constants, everything will be 0. Constants will be 0. In that case, 0, 0, 0 is a trivial solution. Okay, if it is homogeneous, then we can say 0, 0, 0 is a trivial solution. It is consistent and it has a trivial solution. Okay. Is it clear, children? Now, if it is non-homogeneous, then what you have to do? First, you find determinant, D. D means determinant of the coefficient matrix. Determinant of the coefficient matrix. If D is equal to 0, then we can say the given equation has infinite solution. Okay. If it is not equal to 0, then we can say it has unique solution. If it is not equal to 0, then we can say unique solution. Then find out D1, D2, D3. What is D1? Determinant of the matrix obtained by removing the coefficients of the first variable, x. And in that place, we will replace the constants. What is D2? From the coefficient matrix, you remove the coefficients of y, and in the place of y, you write the constant terms. Similarly, D3 or dz. Okay, we remove the coefficients of z. Instead of that, we replace the constants. Then you get dx, dy, dz, or d1, d2, d3. After finding this, x is given by d by d1 by d. Y is given by d2 by d. And z is given by d3 by d, or dx by d, dy by d, and dz by d is the solution. Is it okay? Is it clear, children? Now let us do one more question. Write the question. Take the textbook, exercise 5.5. Exercise 5.5. First one, Roman letter 2, we can solve. First one, Roman letter 2. First one, Roman letter 2. So the equation is 2x minus y is equal to 17. 3x plus 5y is equal to 6. Here we have two variables. Okay, only two variables are there. And it is in the general form. It is in the general form. So if you can define D. What is D? D is not matrix. D is determinant. D is the determinant. The coefficient you have tried. 2 minus 1, 3, 5. What is its value? Find out. Is it 0 or not equal to 0? What's the value of D? What is the value of D? Anila Mohanan? Value of D. It is 10 plus 3, which is 13, not equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, then we can say unique solution. The given system of equation has unique solution. It is consistent. Unique solution is there means it is consistent. Now find out, define dx. What is dx? Determinant. Instead of this first column, you replace the constants. 17, 6 minus 1, 5. Similarly, you define dy. 2, 3, 17, 6. Find out what is dx. Find what is dy. Is it 85 plus 6? Is it 91 dx? And what about dy? 12 minus. Is it correct, children? Check your answers. Is it negative 39? Dx, dy. After finding dx and dy, write down what is x and what is y. Therefore, what is x? X is equal to dx by d. Y is equal to dy by d. Substitute the values, simplify. Substitute the values and simplify, you'll get the answer. What is the answer? What is the value of x? What is the value of y? What is the solution?
X7,
X is 7,
Y is
y is minus 39 by 13. Y is negative 3, isn't it? Therefore, the solution is x is 7 and y is negative 3. X is 7 and y is negative 3. Okay. Now write the next one. Finished? Is it clear, children? Is it okay? Now we can do the next one. Write the next one. Solve 2 by x plus 3 by y is equal to 2. 5 by x plus 8 by y is equal to 31 by 6. Solve 2 by x plus 3 by y is equal to 2. 5 by x plus 8 by y is equal to 31 by 6. So what you can do here? Okay, look at here. The variables are in the denominator. Here we substitute for 1 by x. You put 1 by x as u and 1 by y as v. So therefore the equation A becomes 2u plus 3v is equal to 2. This is equation 1. And equation B will become 5u plus 8v is equal to 31 by 6. This is equation 2. Now you do the same method what we have done. Okay. When we do this, we will get the value of u and v. Finally, we should write it in terms of x and y. Finally, we should write it in terms of x and y. So this is u and v. Okay. So is it in general form? Yes, isn't it? It is in general form. Then, right, find out D. D is determinant. 2, 3, 5, 8. Find the value of D. It is 16 minus 15, which is 1, not equal to 0. Therefore, unique solution. Okay, solution exists and the solution is unique. Now you define du. What is du? Instead of the first one, you can replace the constants term there. 2, 31 by 6, 3, 8. When you simplify this, what you will get? 16 minus 3 into 31 by 6. So here if you cancel, this is 2. So 16 minus 31 by 2. So it is 32 minus 31. It is 1 by 2. Similarly, you define what is dv. Define dv. dv is 2, 5 to 31 by 6. So we will get 2 into 31 by 6 minus 10. You cancel this. This is 3. So 31 minus 30 by 3, which is 1 by 3. So after finding du and dv, we can find u. What is u? dv by d. v is dv by d. Okay, so we'll get what is u, what is v. After finding u and v, write down what is x, what is y.
X is 1, Y is 3.
X is 1 and y is 3. Others?
X is 2.
X is 2. And y is
Y is 3.
x is 2, isn't it? U, it is 1 by 2. So what will be x? Reciprocal of it. V is 1 by 3. So If we take the reciprocal, we'll get. Okay. So children, is the method okay? How to find the solution? Is it okay? We have not. Okay, there are few 1 mark questions are there. If the determinant becomes 0, how to do and all that we will be discussing in the next class. Okay, so this week, note down the homework questions from the exercise 5.5. You can do up to the 6th question. You can do up to the 6th question. Question number 6, exercise 5.5, up to the 6th question you can try. See, when you do these questions, listen, suppose x coefficient or y coefficients are missing, you should replace it with 0. Don't take it as x and y variable mixed up. For example, suppose the equation is given like this. X plus y is equal to 3, 2x minus z is 1. Here, how you have tried? You can write this as 2x plus y plus 0z, because here x is there, z is there. So the missing terms, you should replace it with 0 minus 1z. Like this, you replace it with 0. Okay? Don't mix up with x and y and okay? So then everything will go wrong. So look at the count and see how many variables are there. Accordingly, you should write. Okay? So up to the 6th one, you have to try as homework. Just the solution part you have to do. Okay? Is it clear? Okay, children. So at the same time, prepare for your exam also. Prepare well. Tuesday you are writing the exam. What about the portions? Shubham is there? No. Numerical inequalities, determinants, and matrices. Okay? Okay, children. Meet you in the next class. Okay, bye.